So I went to the farmers' protest in Den Haag to get you some videos and to support the farmers. And this is your favorite half Chinese. And then I arrived to discover that the battery of my camera was totally empty. And that I'm dumber than dumb. I should have prepared myself. So I had to make some small videos on my phone. So I'm really sorry for that. Anyways, the farmers were protesting again. And rightfully so. There was almost as many police as protesters because that is how democracy works. Another reason I personally heard from the farmers is that they were stopped and prevented by the police from protesting. Some already were stopped and prevented from protesting in their hometowns and or on the road to Den Haag. Some were stopped even 10 kilometers from Den Haag, preventing them from coming over to protest. And yes, they were stopped and prevented from protesting by the police. Because that's how it works in a school example of a Western democracy, like the Netherlands. Anyway, I was surprised and very disappointed in the other non-farmers for not showing up in big numbers. I do think they do not really understand how serious the situation is. A country is dependent on food and energy. Our economy is based on cheap energy and cheap labor. We already killed our cheap energy source by sanctioning our citizens from not allowing the Netherlands to get cheap energy from Russia. We are also doing everything in our power to drive a wedge in between us, the Netherlands, and China, where we get a cheap labor from, and our goods that we sell for a profit. And now we also want to get rid of our domestic food supply by putting our farmers out of business. So how does it all make sense? Well, you're right. It doesn't. The Dutch people need food. If they do not eat, they die. Just like other humans. They also won't eat less, otherwise they die. Just like normal humans. So our government wants to get our food from the United States of America now. The United States of America is the most aggressive country in the world since 1950. It also has shown not to be loyal to its friends. Remind ourselves, they raised the gas prices after the Nord Stream was blown into oblivion. When we sanctioned our own country on orders by the United States, by not allowing us to have cheap energy from Russia, the government proudly said, now we are not dependent on Russia. Like it's a good thing to buy the same stuff for a more expensive price. But why do we want to be totally dependent on the United States of America then? So we do not want cheap energy from Russia. We do not want cheap goods from China. We do not want our farmers to farm our domestic cheaper food and of better quality. But we do want to let our citizens pay astronomical prices for exactly the same stuff to the United States of America. And also give the United States of America total power of these industries and thus also total power over the Netherlands and its citizens. Now I want the Dutch people to think how the native Indians in America are being treated in the United States of America. Do you honestly think they will treat us better? If not, then why do you want to be totally dependent on them? Last questions I will raise to my fellow Dutch people. How do you see your life without food? How do you see your life without cheap energy? How do you see your life without cheap goods to make money? Let me know in the comments. Please stay respectful. Now, if we let the United States of America produce our food, they need to produce the exact same amount as our farmers do, which is at least the same amount of pollution. Then they have to ship it over either by plane or by boat, and that is extra pollution. So how exactly does this make sense if it is for protecting our environment? Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think of it. This was your favorite half Chinese. And please like and share. And until the next video, also like my other social medias. Thank you for watching and have a great day.